Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this season finale on Golden Lap. Note how I didn't say series finale. It'd be a series finale if we were about to win the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship, but if you've seen any of the past couple of videos we've done, no, that is not what's about to happen, as it has been an absolute slog of a season. The highest of highs, we've won a bunch of races this year, and the lowest of lows. We've had a driver die and the same number of double DNFs as we've had wins. So I think we're all kind of happy, especially everyone here at LeBrahn Racing, to get this 1970 season behind us. Bauer, great driver. Wright leaves a little bit to be desired, but we will address some of that in the off-season. The F1 circus will rock up to Hopkins Boot, which is very obviously Watkins Glen in the U.S., and we will hopefully finish the season on a high note. So, seeing as I don't know how the off-season works, I'm actually not even going to worry about my car. Usually we begin every episode with developing the car a little bit, and yeah, I could afford to buy a new bit of handling, but I might want to carry some money over into the off-season just to bolster some of that off-season development, assuming that's in this game. I honestly have no idea. So we're just going to go into this race, do our best. This looks like power. It doesn't really look like a power track. So we'll be working on handling and all that stuff, especially with the, death chance being a little higher. So let's get into this, and it's raining. So, I should have expected that. This is a wet track. Oh yeah, this is going to be a full wet qualifier. So we'll throw everybody on and just try and get through these early laps as fast as we can. Oh, crap. I forgot to send him out. That's bad of me. Oops. That just cost us probably half a rotation's worth of development. I just put them out in such bad spots. They're 2 and 7 seconds off the pace. That's crazy. This doesn't seem like a power track. We'll do some chassis work. It's definitely not even going to go to inters. This is just going to be wet all the way through. All Wright does is complain. Like, I'm glad he's in the zone, but all he does is complain. Yeah, that was a tough second run. That was tough. Okay. Maybe we'll be able to get our gold tune here, and then maybe I will throw some into power. I know steering is probably the way to go, especially because it's the weakest part of our car. So actually, yeah, I'll just leave the engine alone this qualifier. If I can get the opportunity to, if I can gold tune the other two, I will. But I don't think there's any reason to prioritize it. Like, we're just trying to kind of get to the end of the season, in all honesty. Bauer, green. Took a couple of tenths off the gap. He's up there in second. So the one thing I will say is we may not have the fastest car on qualifying trim, but race pace-wise, we always seem to find a way to have good race pace. And we got a gold tune there, so that's good. Break out the wets. The chassis is in a good spot. And so now we can get Wright in, who was in 7th, and it's nice to see him jump up to 5th. We'll get him tuned up. I think with Wright, I'm actually going to go the power direction. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the power direction. I think I'm going to split the setups, not just the strategies. Again, I've been trying so hard to have good strategy calls, and every time I feel like I've made a good strategy call, my drivers have gone face first into a 2x4 and crashed the car. So I've really had a hard time seeing if we're good or if we're just getting lucky when we win. Bad lap. Yeah, it's just a wet racetrack. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of movement here. Like, the track is getting progressively worse. So I think this is just kind of going to be where it winds up. We're just going to just progressively tune the car and everything should be fine. Send it out. Send him out right into the line of about 20,000 cars. But honestly, who cares? Because lap times don't really matter. Yes, I know you're stuck behind him. I don't know, maybe try passing him. Just pass him on your lap. Oh, you can't focus. Okay, that's fine. Whatever, who cares? Like, come on, guys. Just complain, complain, complain. At least Wright's in the zone. Maybe he won't fall so far back. Although his lap times aren't really improving either. So, like, I don't know what's the deal. He went slower that lap despite being in the zone and in clear air. So, I don't know. The tuning has been a little questionable this race so far, but it's okay. We are making progress. At least, I think we are. I put him out in relatively clean air. The car is still clearly the second fastest on track. I mean, I can't really hate because, like, eventually the development will catch up. It doesn't help that I keep putting Bauer into just massive amounts of traffic. That is probably my fault. Yeah, that's probably on me for just not putting him in a good spot. Yeah, I know you're stuck behind Rodney Campbell. You could get past him. All right, we got the gold tune. Get to put a little bit. I think I'll get to put... No, he's not going to make it back around in time. He's going to get his lap in, but he won't get back to the pits for tuning. So that means we'll just have to park right as well. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason to send him out again. Because he won't get all the way around. Darn, I finally gave him good space, and he can't focus. Yep. I mean, realistically, the grid was set in, like, the third minute. It was basically set after the second run because the track wasn't getting any drier. Nobody's times are going to improve. So second and fifth isn't a bad place to start. We're 2 seconds off the pace, but as always, the races are won on Sunday. They're not won on Saturday. All right. Final race of the year. It's going to rain the whole time. Okay, yeah, we'll start on the wet. It's definitely a wet tire start because it's just going to get rainier and rainier and rainier. So this will be a fuel save and then burn kind of race because it doesn't look like there's any changeable conditions. All right, here we go. Lights, 5 red lights for the final race of the season, and away we go. And Moretti has already built a 1 second gap. The race is 3 corners old. That did not take long for him to build a gap. Oh, Bauer's fighting back. And he's... I don't know. It's going to be an interesting race. Oh, my God. That is a lot of complaining out of Wright. Just keeps going. Oh, he did pass that guy, though, so I can't really be mad at him for that. All right. Let's think about this. So I have to, over the course of this race, save 4.3 laps worth of fuel. Oh, I would love to get past Moretti here. I would love to get past him, but I can't. I'll give him one more. I'm going to give him till the end of the front straightaway, and then I'm going to back him down a bit. Just to save some fuel and some tires. All right. Everyone back off a bit. We're now kind of in it for the long haul. We're going to have to try and build a tire delta a little bit, because Moretti's taken better care of his tires than we have of ours. We've gapped by 30 seconds back to third, so this is definitely a breakaway. What to do? I mean, theoretically, I could just take the extra stop and just push super hard all the time. Like, that is a thing I could do, is just... I'm going to do it. I could just push super hard, so that's what I'm going to do. But with my second car, I'm going to have Bauer just run a smart race. He's 7 seconds back behind a gaggle of cars. We've lapped people. It's lap 13. Interesting. Okay, I need to start thinking about when I want to get off of these wets and onto the next set of wets. Where am I on fuel? All right, I'm done about half my fuel saving. I don't know why. He's really leaning on his engine. It's weird. I mean, I think that's why we get stronger. We save at the beginning of these races, and then we're able to attack for pretty much the entire back half of the race, whereas they have to save a little bit of fuel over the last few laps. I mean, our fastest lap, or our last lap, was 0.3 faster, and our fastest lap is only half a second slower. So they're definitely pushing, but we're taking it pretty easy too. Realistically, this is just like, let's keep the car on the road. Let's keep both cars on the road and then see what we can do when we get a little closer to like the midway point of this race. So we're at lap 19 right now. I'm thinking of swapping on lap 25 and then pitting again on lap 50. And yeah, let's do a lap 25 pit stop, a lap 50 pit stop, and then just a full-on sprint to the end of the race. So if I push it here, I basically run out of tire life on lap 25. Have I saved enough fuel yet? Close, 1.1 laps. All right. So we'll give them one more lap on these tires, and then we are just going to kind of go from there. All right, we are going to pit Bauer at the end of this lap. I don't think we need to do any... I didn't know you could just do a repair pit stop. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely wet. Put him out neutral. Yeah, we'll just do this. Like that pit stop. And then I will pit Bauer on the next lap. Once he crosses the line, then I will call him into pit. He's got great reliability on everything. The handy does help. All right, Bauer, good pit stop. Really good pit stop. Love that. Whoa, way faster. That was way faster than I wanted to go. All right. 0.2. Nice. All right, we are 22 seconds behind Moretti. I don't want to say that's insurmountable, but it's definitely close to. All right, we're going to push a bit. Because we're only trying to make it to lap 50. So if I push for a little bit here. I can push all the way in with Wright now, which is awesome. He can't quite make it to lap 50 yet. Wow. I wasn't even paying attention. I have a 1 minute and 35 second gap to third. And I'm about to lap him. Wow. I didn't realize the delta between the top car at Enzolini and the second car at Enzolini. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to do 1 lap of saving here and a lap of saving here because I am spot on fuel there. And that'll make sure that both of these cars are able to get to lap 50. And I will pit them in, and then it'll just be a full sprint the last 18 laps, full burn on the 2-stop. I feel like Moretti is actually going to try the 1-stop, and that was something I could have considered, but I just didn't feel like doing. Because I can get to lap 50, but I can't comfortably get to lap 50. He's pulling the gap again. It's now up to 20-something seconds. I'm just going to go up even more once I add another pit stop on top of this. It's kind of crazy. I don't think he's full save. He's not even full saving. So maybe he just has like better tire wear than I do. But like our fuel, we're pretty much nailing our fuel numbers over the course of the entire race, and we can pick up distance pretty quick. Like Bauer just took 5 seconds off of him, and he's not even pushing. Yeah. So now I can push him in for the next 10 laps. Yeah, I can push him for the next 10 laps until the pit window and try and cut the gap down. Because it looks like they are going to have to come in again. I mean, theoretically, if I can push them to lap, like, 52? I was just about to tell him to slow down. And it brings out the red flag. Oh, that's so sad. I was just about to tell him to slow down, too. That's tough. All right, bring it in slow. Bring it in slow, right? Honestly, I'm just kind of getting fed up with all this crashing. Feels like all we do. Like, I know I push our guys pretty hard, but they just seem to crash all the time. And I'm not entirely sure how, but it seems I don't think I've had a single race this season where both of the cars have finished. Which is really, 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 really annoying. Okay, so Bauer is out. That means I need Wright to get ahead of Holgerson. So I think we're just going to do that by just being kind of tire wear neutral for a bit. Like, we're good on fuel. We're good on fuel. All right. So now we just have to hope that Wright, with a far inferior car to literally everyone around him, is able to hold on to this fourth, because this is kind of big for the money going into the off season. And I think I need to take some notes about race strategy and not have them push for that long. I think that might be the cause of some of our crashing, is me letting them push hard for effectively 10 laps at a time. I may wear some of the blame on that one. You know, maybe that stamina bar down there on the bottom left actually means something, and it isn't just there for decoration. I really would love to get past Holgerson and get Wright his first podium. That would be awesome. But, alas, it does not look like it's going to be happening. Like, we're good on fuel. We're good on tires. I don't even have to worry about either of those, in all honesty. I just want to get past into third. Like, that would be awesome, but we're just having a hard... He's just stuck behind him. His racecraft is not very good. So I think over the offseason, I may consider moving on from Wright. Hopefully I can retain Bauer. Granted, hopefully he didn't just die in that crash, and that would suck because he's been huge this entire season. Come on, you can get him. There we go. Good job. Now you can just bring it in. Just keep him behind you. Bring it in. You got about 10 laps to go. You're already building a gap. You're good. Good job. Wright is, I mean, yeah. Like, I don't think second is in the cards here. You're 16 seconds with 10 laps, 7 laps to go. So I don't think that's going to happen. But at least you're getting it done. At least you're going to get on that podium, assuming you don't crash. And we can end the year off strong. We're going to finish third in the constructors, and Bauer's probably going to finish third or fourth overall in the drivers. And we will have learned a lot, and we're still the second fastest team on the grid, which is good, I suppose. Yeah, I'll have him push in the last, have him push hard one more time. Just because I'm here. I'm going to finish with under half a lap's worth of fuel. He could catch him. He could catch him. He could catch him. He could catch him. He's not going to catch him. Dude, 2 can't focus laps in a row when you're chasing down second place that's rough. But hey, second place finish is okay. Or third place finish is okay. So we'll see where we're at. Oh, Bauer's out 3 races, which is okay because it's the end of the season. Good job, Wright. You get to get on the podium. Oh, man, if we had gotten... All right, so we get some money. Bauer's going to finish third in the Drivers' Championship. 8 points back of second, so if he had just stayed in the race, he probably would have finished second. Good job, Luigi Moretti, which is the strangest American name ever, for winning with 6 race wins. The only 2 he didn't win were the ones we won. Third in the drivers, or third in the constructors, just like I thought. 6 race wins. Good job. They mopped the floor with us. Oh, wow, we got $80 at the end of the season. Holy. We did lose out on the $10, though, because we weren't able to be consistent. So I'll have to keep that in mind over next season. We got the bronze, which is okay, I think. Like, it's unfortunate, but like it's a bronze. Okay. So Bauer is now late career. I think I need to get people with higher focus. Ooh. Yeah, Neri will be an awesome. I like our crew chief. I could go for a little bit more skill, but the speed is good. Jugend Schlich is kind of the way to go. All right. Now, we're probably not going to do any more racing, but we can at least get set up for the 1971 season. Because a lot of big, important decisions are going to happen over this season. Do I want to keep Bauer? It'll cost me $25. Like, what do I want to do? Or do I want to test driver free agency and be okay with... I probably want to bring in a driver with a little bit more focus. You know what? I don't know. It's tough. You have a 10% chance of increasing their expertise stat, but a minus 10% chance of increasing precision when switching careers. I think I want to just completely clean house. I'm going to completely clean house. Yeah. I had to expect that moving down the order was going to be kind of harmful, although they did keep most of their people, so it kind of makes sense that we're gonna go with experimental. Bauer is already cheaper. Crazy. But I think Joel Ryan might be the way to go. His speed's a little bit lower, 3 ticks lower than Bauer, but his focus is significantly higher. And I think this year I want to focus on scoring points and not crashing. So I'm going to be focusing on higher focused drivers, not necessarily higher speed drivers. That's going to be my number 1. Aggressiveness. Driver likes to be more aggressive approach. They receive a bonus one. Yeah, like that's kind of the way I want to go. Probably focus on engineer and crew chief now. Grant Mitchell. Performance of the car parts they build and tuning points after a lap. Precision influences the reliability of car parts they build and how much the car can be tuned. All right. Fortunately, like, I think Avant-Garde, this engineer, is in their space when experimenting with new idea when building. Experimental car receive 10% to a higher limit and minus 10% to the lower limit. Plus 20 bonus to chassis performance, 1 bonus on chassis tuning. Or I could just go back with the car I had. Like, I could take my designer back. Like, he was fine. Like, objectively, Pope was a good engineer. I'm focusing on drivers with better focus, so I don't really think that helps me as much. You know what? I'll give Pope 1 more season. I kind of liked him. Faltskog. is also probably our best bet as an engineer. Just 5% less fuel is good, and the 10% more speed when dry tires while on a wet track is good for changeable conditions. So I think we'll keep him on too. And so we're going to go with experimental, which means I have a lot of money I can spend on a second driver. I could get Bauer again, but he'd almost be the number 2 driver now. Or I could save a little bit of money, get somebody down here like Hamilton, who was really, really good for us over the course of the year. Are there any like diamonds in the rough? All these down here kind of suck, and I know that. You know what? I think I'm going to bring Hamilton back. Yeah, I'll bring Hamilton back. He was a good driver for us last year, so it feels good to bring him back for the team. Yeah, we've got 2 solid drivers, an experimental car. I like this. I like where we're at. I think this is where we're going to be for the year. I like it. That's our team. That is our team. All right. What do we want? I think we'll go with Stop again as our sponsor. Vice is just asking too much. We're not in a position to be winning races right now. So this is just where we're going to be. Oh, wow. Performance is completely reset. Cool. Do I want to spy on people right off the bat? You know what? I'll leave that to be decided in the next video. We're going to kick off the 1971 season. We've got 2 new drivers. Well, 1 new driver and 1 returning driver. A whole new car. And a whole new season, which will be... Let's see, how many of these tracks do we recognize? We raced there. We actually raced very well there. We won there. We doubled DNF there, but it was a good qualifying for us. We haven't raced there. That's Monaco, obviously. We didn't race there. We opened our first season in 1970 there, and we didn't race there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 recurring tracks, which means 3 new tracks on the calendar this year at Fascar Park, Stretto, and I'm not even going to try with that one. That's a struggle. But yeah. So when we come back for the next episode to kick off Season 2 officially, we're going to do some car development, and hopefully we're going to be a much better team this season. I don't think we'll be championship competitors. I think we'll be able to get our number 2 spot back in the standings. I really don't like the fact that we lost our 2nd spot. But I think that's just kind of going to be where we are. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys at the start of Season 2.